Hey everyone, this is Barry from Music Tech Info. I hope you're doing well today. So I've had a really good week actually. I've been listening to lots of X Spaces, which I encourage you to do if you're interested in Web3. There's been quite a few recent episodes about music NFTs, also about Bitcoin ordinals, which is the NFT equivalent on the Bitcoin blockchain, as well as Stacks, which is a layer 2 Bitcoin blockchain NFTs. So in this video, what I wanted to cover was actually creating your own NFT on the Bitcoin blockchain in terms of Stacks, which is layer 2. Now, if you wanted to inscribe your music onto layer 1 Bitcoin as an ordinal, it's going to be extremely challenging because you've got to compress it to such an amount that the quality is going to be horrendous. You've got a limit of up to 4 megabytes in terms of the Satoshis. It's quite technical. And also, you've got limitations because if you want a visual element, it's going to be even less. So, a good alternative to that is to actually mint your NFTs or your songs on layer 2 of Bitcoin, which is known as stacks instead of known as NFTs. They're called stacks. And one great resource of actually being able to do that is a marketplace called Gamma. Now you can go to create.gamma.io, or alternatively, you can go to stacks.gamma.io and actually go to the create button at the top there in the menu. Now it's important to say that you need to have a digital wallet. So I'm using Chrome and I've got my Chrome extension of Xverse, which is my Bitcoin wallet. So that's what I'll be using today. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using create.gamma.io and I've already connected my wallet. As you can see, it says sign out here. Okay, so if we have a look, so it says create your own Bitcoin NFT collection is in minutes, where you're able to design, you build, you manage a fully featured NFT smart contract where you have 100% ownership and control, and you've got start creating here. You can also see on the marketplace as well. So you own the art, you own the keys, you have our help. So the first step is to provide the media and other information that will be used to create the NFT. Then you deploy the smart contract to the network, which will allow the NFTs to be minted or sold on the blockchain. And then lastly, you'll provide details that can help collectors discover and mint your collection on Gamma. So I'm going to click the Start Creating button now. I'm just going to move myself up to the top of the screen. So these steps have to be done together, so only continue once everything is ready to go. So the first thing you need to do is set up your collection. So collections are managed by smart contracts, blockchain apps that manage NFTs. Now, if you know Ethereum and you know NFTs, you'll be quite familiar with that. In step one, you'll design the features of your contract. Features cannot be added or removed later, so be sure to select what you actually need. It takes about 10 minutes to design your contract. You'll need your assets and metadata for the NFT ready to go, which is like your images, your descriptions. There's a creator help center as well if you actually get stuck. Step two is deploying your contract to the network, which again takes 10 minutes depending on blockchain speeds. Now, Bitcoin can be really slow, so you need to bear that in mind. You'll need to have a Stacks wallet with enough STX for gas fees, or alternatively known as network fees, usually less than 5 STX. There's also Hyro, which is another browser wallet extension to buy STX. And then you request your mint page on Gamma. So you'll have to provide a bit more information. Again, 10 minutes in terms of information about building your profile, the collection, etc., etc. So if you've got everything you need from the steps, connect your wallet and continue. So here we are. So this is all about creating a new collection. So you select your smart contract type from here. So there's smart contracts smart contracts, are powered by Stacks, which is a programming layer that settles onto Bitcoin. Remember, this is layer 2. To inscribe a single native Bitcoin ordinal NFT, go here. So if I wanted to go on the level 1, you're able to do that on Gamma as well. But for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to do that as well. So you've got some things here. You've got continuous, which are best for auctions, one-of-one artworks and collectibles, works released over time. You can have a public mint, which is large primary mints, surprise artwork, profile picture styles, and collections. It's a bit more official, that one. And then you've also got editions, which is proof of attendance tokens, NFT tickets, software license, NFTs. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go into continuous. and it talks about how the continuous contracts work. So NFTs are minted directly to the creator's address upon creation. The creator can auction or list NFTs for sale on the marketplace. Remember, one of one. You're only producing one edition of this NFT, okay? Each can have a different price. Collectors can still list NFTs on the marketplace where creators receive royalties with each sale. So that's a bit like secondary sales, you'll get a royalty payout with that. So, important mentions about continuous contracts. Buyers do not mint NFTs. Creators list them on the marketplace or put them up for auction. Artwork will always be visible before purchase, so there's no element of surprise. Sale prices and NFT sales cannot be configured in mass, which can be time consuming. So, if you've got a lot of these NFTs, that may not be the right one for you. If we go into public mint contracts, that means that individual buyers will actually mint the NFTs from the public mint page on Gamma without first seeing the artwork. So that's an element of surprise. Once the NFT is purchased, the artwork will be revealed on the collector's profile. And then collectors can list NFTs on the marketplace where creators receive royalties with each sale. Now, important notes for this: you can't add more NFTs to the collection over time. Buyers will not know what the NFT looks like until they're minted. And NFTs don't exist until they are minted, so you won't be able to find them before purchase. So, but it is more of an interesting project, I'll give it that. Editions, so we've got edition contracts. So you've got individual buyers will mint NFTs from a public mint page, similar to public mint. Each collector will receive a token that looks and functions the same. It will appear identical, and collectors can list NFTs on the marketplace where creators receive royalties with each sale. Now, the mentions are you can't add more NFTs to the collection type over time. Individual NFTs cannot have their own artwork or descriptive metadata, and NFTs don't exist until they are minted, so you won't be able to find them before purchase. Lots of good, interesting information for that. So I'm going to go on to continuous. So let's go ahead with that. Now, this is where you'll enter your collection details. So you can bring your NFTs together in a collection. You'll publish your collection as a smart contract. When it's deployed, you'll be ready to start minting NFTs. Now, because I've chosen continuous, that basically means that I can create the collection as a group. I can mint one NFT straight away if I want to, but then in the future, I can also mint new NFTs based on that same collection. So don't think that you have to launch all of your NFTs in one go, because you don't. You can just literally have one, and then you can add to the collection as you go forward if you wish. Okay, so I'm going to start completing this form now. So collection name, I'm going to call it Cyber Monday Art Pieces. Art Pieces by Cyber Monday. Email address. Okay. And then you need to put in a logo, which needs to be 400 by 400 pixels in length and height. Okay, so I've done that. Then you've got an optional element here called assets, where you can upload a folder of your assets to be minted when you deploy the contract. This is optional since you're able to add tokens to personal collections over time. So if you wanted to put on your first NFT, you can actually do that. So I'm going to go ahead with doing that now. Okay, so what I'm going to choose for my NFT is this JPEG here. Doesn't want to load. I'm pressing space. Oh well, there you go. You get a preview of it there. Art pieces number 1. Use file names as NFT names. Okay. Custom token name optional. So you can enter a custom name below for each of your assets. I'm going to call this fan, I think, because that's maybe neon fan. Sounds good. Custom token description, where you can put in the metadata description. So neon fan artwork. Artwork by Cyber Monday. Attributes, so you can upload a CSV file, so like a spreadsheet of attributes for your assets. That's if you've got like a big collection. Then you've got an optional category. Now, I do encourage you to put that in, because that's what marketplaces will be able to find in terms of your NFT. So I'm going to put in, it's not fine art, but that's what, it's art, so that's the closest I can think. Website, I'm going to put in the official website that I am. I am going to put in my Twitter as well. I had a scammer yesterday, by the way. Be careful, guys. Please be careful in Web3. I had a lovely message from someone saying, "Oh, I want to buy your NFTs. You've got such a great collection." And I was going, "Okay, yeah, interesting." And straight away, I thought this is a bit suspect. So, it was a DM, and the person went, "Oh, well, I want to give you 5 Ethereum for this collection." And they put like a screenshot of my collection on there. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's fine." Straight away, I thought, "No, there's no way." And so the person on the other end basically said, "Oh, well, can we arrange this?" Obviously, they want my wallet details, my digital wallet details. They didn't ask at that point, but I knew that's what they'd be asking for. So again, the person was like, "Oh, well, can we arrange a payment over here?" And I was like, "Oh, just use OpenSea. They're all listed. You can buy the NFTs whenever you want." And the answer was, "Oh, well, OpenSea is really busy. There's a lot of transactions going on, so I don't think the transactions will be going through. So it's best to do it this way." And I was like, "See ya." I laugh, but how many people could fall for that? I don't know. If you're a bit familiar, I mean, I've been in this NFT space now since what, 2021? Yeah, 2021 I started. So I'm with it. But if you're new to the space, that could be dangerous. So just be really careful, okay? Okay, I don't know if it's just asking for the... Oh, hang on, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it is. It wants the full address, so that's what I'm going to put in. Twitter does still work, by the way, just to let you know. Discord, I'm not going to bother with. Artist address. Okay, if that's a different wallet, okay? So if you've got a relationship with a particular artist and you want to do like a split, then that's something that you can do here. Or it may not be a split. Does it actually say that? No, it'll be about having the artist address. You can then also select a license. So I'm just going to put personal, no hate. There you go. And continue. I hope there's no hate associated with that. And now I've just this is addictive, isn't it? What you do is just typical, repetitive. You just go through all of this and you just ignore it. It's terms of use. This is really important. As a musician, I've realized how important terms of use actually is. There's an interesting thing right now where terms of use says on, I think it's YouTube, do you want to opt into AI companies, third parties getting using your data? No. So yeah, I mean, I may not have a problem with that, but other people will. So just read the terms of service, really important, okay? Now, this is what you have to approve and agree to. So I understand that once deployed, there are many ways in which smart contracts cannot be altered. For this reason, I follow the instructions. Gamma receive a 10% commission from each individual mint, as well as a non-refundable network fee. And I agree that this is my intellectual property and my artwork. So now, publish collection. Now, you might wonder why I've done an art collection. It's because I've already got my official music collection already on Gamma. So I didn't want to confuse potential buyers, and I wanted to keep it separate. So for the purposes of this video, I hope that makes sense. So I'm just going to move myself to the bottom. It's funny because when I move on the screen, I feel like I'm actually moving in real life. It's really bizarre. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit publish to upload the files to the server, decentralized servers known as IPFS, and I can deploy the contract to the mainnet. Here we go. Enter the password for that. Bear with me. I'm just going to pause. I forgot to mention Hyro is now called Leather in terms of the digital wallet, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so I'm going to continue with that. Deploy contract. And we've got the fee here as well. So I'm just confirming that. Going back to Chrome. Okay, so now it says uploading assets could take a minute. Uploading metadata. Assets uploaded, deployed. Again, I'm going to have to confirm that transaction. Oh, transaction rejected. Okay, so I think it's actually happened. It says contract already exists as the top when I just go to confirm. If you have a look at the top, contract already exists. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at manage. Loading contracts. There we go. So it does exist. We've got it here minted. If I click on it, let's have a look at add NFTs. I just want to see if it's actually worked. I'm not sure. So what I'll have a look at is manage collection. Here we go. So we've got our new collection on stacks.gamma.io called Cyber Monday Art Pieces. You've got the metadata here. You've got the fact it's fine art. You've got my details here. So you're able to now manage the collection that you've created. Great. So what I'm doing now, just as a complete check, is I go to stacks.gamma.io. I attach my wallet, and then I go to created, and you can see your new collection here. And then I can scroll down, see all of the information that I've put in, and this is my NFT. So if I click on this NFT, you've got Neon Fan, not listed for sale. You can send it to a wallet if you wanted to. It says when it was minted 17 minutes ago, that long? Okay, fair enough. I'm going to favorite that because I love that. I made that, so I'm quite proud. You have to love art. It's the best thing in the world, isn't it? It really is. You're able to put it on your showcase, which is like your profile on your profile page. Okay, so the next thing that should happen, and there may be a delay with this for me personally, can you see it says not listed for sale? Basically, what would happen is you go to your showcase part or your created part. Here we are. And I actually go to view art pieces, which is what I've done. And here you'd normally get a list button come up next to this arrow just about here. Now that's not here at the moment. I think that's because there's a delay. So what I can do, if I go back and I go to my already existing collection, you'll see that I've already listed this one. So you've got unlist here and then you've got change price. So if I unlist this one, I'll just do this for the purposes of this video. Okay, so that's now unlisted. Okay, yep, I'm back. So you have to bear with the network, the Bitcoin network. It takes time. Even though it's layer 2, it still takes time. So what you generally do on your NFT that you've just minted, you go to list. Just going to move this over. Now, how many stacks do you want to do? I'm going to say 20. You can see here the market fee is 2%. The artist royalties are 5%. It's not letting me type. There we go, 20. So you'll receive 18.69 stacks for doing that. If it sells, list for 20, approve the listing in your wallet. So I'm just waiting for that to crop up. And I'm just going to confirm that in my wallet. I have just taken the camera off because it's very laggy. And then it submits that transaction. And then you'll just need to wait a bit and then it'll be listed for sale. So there you have it, guys. Hope this video has helped and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.